Hey, Mark Shepard, honesthypnosis.com and markshepherdsongs.com. And I have kind of an interesting message today. I just got off the phone with a wonderful guy by the name of Dr. Donnie Epstein. And if you've been following my adventure in the last couple of weeks, Dr. Donnie Epstein invited me to check out one of his transformational gate experiences, weekend workshops out in Connecticut a couple of weeks ago. And I was just blown away by the clarity and intensity and congruence, the ecology of this man who is the creator of something called network chiropractic. And it's essentially taking, and forgive me, Donnie, I'll probably not get this quite right, but this is my interpretation, and is kind of taking chiropractic to a higher level of really energy work, and instead of kind of gross, heavy manipulations, it's a lot more precise and subtle. And the energy of this group of people was so clear and so welcoming, and I felt immediately at home. And so I just had a conversation with Dr. Donnie, and I want to clear up a few things that I kind of misunderstood. I had quoted him as saying that we have two choices. We all have only two choices of what we actually can control, and that is where our focus is and what we make it mean. And that was actually something he was quoting Tony Robbins in saying. And of course, Tony Robbins is NLP trained, and NLP is all about giving you the power to change your focus. So that much, I mean, that's what I was like, wow, this guy's saying the same stuff I've been saying. So he was quoting Tony Robbins. What Dr. Donnie was bringing to that idea that we can control our focus and we can control only what we make things mean is that most people don't have the energy to actually change the focus and to interpret the world in a way that gives them empowerment and healing, right? And his whole thing is when we work on the spine, when we work on the neurological system and open it up to the free flow of energy, then we have the ability to actually exercise our choice to choose our focus, like where are we going to focus, and to interpret everything as to our benefit, right? And that's really kind of what I've been chanting over and over again. Where's my focus? What am I making it mean? And it's really been helpful if you just kind of keep that in mind and then continue to work on your thinking, but not as an intellectual exercise. And that's really, this is not an intellectual pursuit. Mastering your mind for a change is not about thinking a certain way. It's about knowing that we're going to think anyway. We're always going to think. How can we actually guide those thoughts to energetically open the pathways that need to be opened? So for me, linguistically, I feel like I'm very much akin to what Dr. Donnie's doing with the body and the spine, right? And what other energy healers and other people who are working with the energy systems of the body are doing energetically. I feel like that's all it all has to be included in the process of transformation, right? And the fact is, your unconscious mind is where energy is managed. And if we can open up the communication between your conscious mind and your unconscious mind so that the two are in alignment and ecologically congruently connecting and exchanging information and working in this towards the same intention and the same goals, then magic can happen both physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, creatively, in every other way. So I wanted to clear that up. And so your takeaway today is not just you have the power to control your focus and you have the power to decide what things mean, but as part of that, if you're finding it hard to focus on what's good in your life, if you're finding it hard to interpret whatever's happening in your life as good, then perhaps you might want to consider doing some deeper work around the energy in your life. And I would highly suggest you check out Dr. Donnie Epstein's website, and I'll have a link below this or over here. No, it'll be below. It'll definitely be below. And I want you to explore what this guy's talking about. And he has a lot of free audio clips, and really begin to open up your mind to the fact that there are people in this world who have a message that is deeply, profoundly meant for you. And I think that's really important, and that's maybe my takeaway, is that look around, and that's again focus. Maybe you've not heard of Dr. Donnie Epstein except through me. Well, where would that lead? You know, maybe following that thread leads you in some direction that you didn't expect to go, right? So that's it for today. I want to keep this short. I love you. It's Monday. God, I love Mondays. And I made so much music over the weekend. Speaking of energy, I played wonderful music with Joy Adler and my usual buddies at the Unity Church, Roger Mock and Sarah Puig and Pete Furlong, and a wonderful Celtic harpist named Dawn showed up, who's a friend of Joy. And it was just a magical, magical evening. And again, what is that? Energy, right? And it's no accident Joy Adler is a Barbara Brennan trained energy healer, right? And musician. What's that all about? Also, Bob Sima, who performed with us a couple of weeks ago. Breath work, an energy healer. That's energy, right? Why does it all come down to the breath, right? What is this? What's going on? There's something amazing happening. Allow it to begin to happen in your life. That's all I'm saying. Allow it, all right? And in the process, if you master your mind for a change, you might take charge of that focus, and you might interpret the world as conspiring to support you, right? And that might lead you someplace that you may never have imagined. So why does it work out better than you could possibly imagine? I love you. Have a great day. And just let that drop in. See where you're being led. Because sometimes in the midst of our crazy lives, it's hard to see the fact that there may be a still small voice calling you to become more than you've ever imagined you could be. So that's it. I believe in you. I know you can do this. This is awesome. Thanks for being here. Peace, grooviness. Over and out. Mark Shepard, Honest Hypnosis, and markshepardsongs.com. Thanks.